Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Kria. She's in the upcoming 10X. She has a pretty interesting kit. So she is a mage, cultist faction. Let's take a look at her talent. Within 10 seconds, every 3 enemies killed in the basic attack range summons one Stormcrow. The hero in Stormcrow deals an additional 10% damage to slowed enemies. There's a common theme with these cultist faction because the Lord skill actually makes it so you deal increased damage to things that are slowed or stunned or anything like that. So if you use, say, Aeon, which is currently in the shards, she will also boost that damage to slowed enemies. Her basic attack, interesting attack, inflicts 70% AoE damage on up to 3 enemies. Pretty good. Let's see here. Her ultimate, Necrostorm Assault, strikes enemies in range with lightning 3 times. Boltus, dealing 100% AoE damage to up to 10 enemies each time. 10 seems to be the common theme when it comes to AoE damage because Lightlock was nerfed down to 10, and I'm sure there's other units that are limited to 10. Man. Sorry. So 10 enemies on the ultimate. Here we have our passive, these crows. I'm going to read the crow description right now. The storm crows follow the target and attack 1 time every 4 seconds after reaching the target. Each strike deals 70% AoE damage to nearby enemies. Up to 5 storm crows can exist simultaneously, and each can last for 15 seconds. If you have 5 storm crows out, what is that? Quick math, 350% damage? Like, 350% AoE damage to nearby enemies. They go out every 4 seconds. 15 seconds total. That could be 5. That's like, if you have all of them out at once, that's over 1500% AoE damage, I believe. Which is kind of crazy. But when the effective Necrostorm Assault ends, so the ultimate, it enhances every Stormcrow on the field summoned by this hero, and their attack gets increased even more by 20%. They also inflict slow with their attacks, which means you will then get this 10% boost to damage for slowed enemies. Lastly, Feast for Crows. When a Stormcrow disappears, it'll increase Kria's damage by 3%, and that lasts for 9 seconds. So once again, you can have 5 stacks of Stormcrows, and this stacks 5 times. So the duration just kind of gets increased on a lot of these. This is damage multiplier. You can get up to 130%. Let's have a look at her awakenings. Actually, I'd like to mention, so her stats, the base attack, 5200. If you guys don't know, that's really high for a mage. Mages are usually down lower in like the 4000 minus range. 5200 damage is very nice. So hopefully we get to see some great damage output coming from her. 21 cost, less than even Zealous after his, buff. Base 3% crit rate. That's probably coming from that comes from my collection progress. So that's not an increase inherently. Awakening 1 reduces the attack interval of Stormcrows, so now you get 3 seconds. So you get 5 attacks total rather than just 4 attacks total. Awakening 2, increase the base attack, always nice. Awakening 3, this one's massive. Geared 1 should be able to inflict vulnerability, magic damage vulnerability specifically, on each enemy hit by Necrostorm Assault. So she's going to be increasing, say, your Vierna or Comet or whoever AoE mage you have. Awakening 4, all damage plus 8%. We take those. That's great. Awakening 5, when the effect of Necrostorm Assault ends, there's a 50% chance to summon 1 additional crow. So, pretty self-explanatory. When her ultimate ends, she could get another crow. But yeah, she's interesting I definitely agree with this gear raid one. Of course, AoE damage, great for these raids. Action trial, mage. Yeah. Arena, gear raid 2, potentially as a damage dealer. I'm not sure. That's interesting, gear raid 3. I wonder if her crows can attack air units, but then again, magic damage is not that great in Gear Raid 3, so I wonder why it's rated so highly. Otherwise, I agree with the other ones. Cool. Well, that is Kria. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more of this, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.